Hi, Kara. Okay, this workout's gonna be really fun. This is more of a Tae Bo kind of workout, but I really want you to watch form, and I like really slow and controlled movements rather than speed and power at this point in time. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna do are front kicks, and all I want you doing for those is reaching up, pulling down, and kicking forward. Okay, I'm gonna show you from the side. Now I want you to see I'm leaning back a little bit on my foot, okay? So the motion is here, and this kick is just almost like a lift with my leg rather than kicking as fast as I can, okay? Because when you kick as fast as you can, people have a tendency to curl forward. I want your weight back on this back foot, and you're leaning back almost a little bit, okay? Leaning back, all right. If that motion, when you're trying to get the hang of it, just do a few knee raises, okay? And really get that feeling. Start with that. Really get that feeling of leaning back a little bit because it's a little bit different sensation than most people are used to. So really get that feeling of leaning back. You're sitting back on the heel of that base leg, all right? So you're just gonna alternate those. The squat pulse, I want you to go down in a squat as deep as you can, and you're just gonna pulse. Do little pulses like this. It will burn. When it starts to burn, raise up just a little bit. Fight to pulse the entire time. If you absolutely have to, give yourself a break, stand up for a second, go back down and start pulsing again, okay? But just kind of work your way up as it starts to burn, because it does burn. Okay, a squat with a speed uppercut. So for this one, a little bit wider stance than if you were gonna just do a regular squat. Still toes are pointing forward. You're gonna squat down and you're just gonna do this, okay? But abs are really tight, all right? So from the side, this is what it looks like. Your back is flat, shoulders pinched together, all right? And you're just holding your core really tight and working on that speed, kind of flexing your biceps with each one. All right, the kickbacks you've done before. You're just gonna get on your hands and knees. Core is nice and engaged. So you want your back flat, your belly, your lower abs sucked in towards your spine, and you're just gonna take your leg back and up at a 90-degree angle, okay? And when you come forward, don't bring it all the way through, just bring it to the level of your other leg, but don't let it rest, okay? And you're gonna keep doing that, right? Avoiding the arching of the back, or don't move your upper body. This is just your legs. This should be working your hamstring and your core to keep your body in line. Now, when it gets to the break, I actually want you, instead of taking a break, to pulse. So you're going to go up to the top, and you're just going to do little pulses, all right? Just like the squat pulses, this is going to start to burn, so just lower your leg as it burns. Try and ride it out. That's what we're going for. We're going for burn on this workout. Okay, single leg, jab, cross, hook, uppercut combo. It's a very common, you've done Tae Bo before, so I'm sure you're very familiar with this. Jab is just straight out in front of you. Hook is the arm that's in back. So when we're doing these on a single leg, don't sag into that base leg, hip. Okay, stay up nice and tall, right? And just keep your leg raised off the ground wherever it's comfortable. And whatever leg is your base leg, that's the leg I want you to start with. So jab, cross with the other one, hook, and uppercut, okay? And all I really want you focusing on is push out, pull back in, push, pull, push, okay? And then uppercut. Push, pull, push, pull. All right, and then when you switch legs, just start with the other arm. So I want you doing everything, and I want your upper body moving just slightly with each motion of the arm, okay? And really squeezing those abs. So controlling, keeping your hips in line, just moving the upper body, okay? Using those abs to control that, to control your body. All right, the side kick. The side kick, you're actually almost gonna be doing the same thing that we did in the bent over row from the last workout. So you're gonna lean forward and kick that leg out, okay? I'm turned slightly to the side because ideally, but it's more like a back. You're almost going backwards, okay? Like your leg is almost straight up backwards in front of you. You're slightly tilted, so your hips are gonna be slightly open to the side, and then ultimately you wanna look back in that direction that you're kicking, okay? Now, here's what you can do while you're learning to balance. First of all, you don't have to kick very high, right? So just kind of get the feeling of that because you want your weight on the heel of this base foot. You don't want to be on your toes, and you don't want that knee extending over your toes. Slight bend in the leg. Okay, you can also just do these kind of like leg raises like this. Great, great, okay? And then as you start to get your balance and you start to feel more comfortable with the movement and where your body is, then you can start actually kicking each time, okay? Perfect. All right, so then single leg arm circles. So for 1 minute, just watch your posture on that single leg. And then anything that's single leg, you can always substitute by sitting on the balance ball if it's bothering your ankle. Start with your bad side, your hurt ankle first to make sure that you can get through it. And then if you can't, do the balance ball. Okay, no big deal. Just make sure you're sitting up tall on the balance ball. You have your hips tucked under so that you're engaging those abs. All right, so supposing you're doing single leg, same posture as you always have on a single leg, you're going to start with 1 minute, just small arm circles going forward. They get tiring after a minute, I promise. Okay, then you're going to take a rest. The large are about here. Okay, so just a little bit bigger. Switch legs, you can switch legs each minute. All right, and then you're going to do small backwards, rest, large, backwards, okay? And just like everything else, it's going to start to burn. This workout is really designed to kind of work your muscles so that they're tired and that they're burning a little bit. So listen to your body, and if it's too much, absolutely shake out your arms, okay? Shake them out like this, and then just get right back in it when you're ready, all right? 1 minute plank, squeezing everything. You know how to do plank. And tabletop, I just want you to hold, okay? So you're just gonna go up and hold. Squeeze everything to hold that tabletop. Nice and flat. All right. I think you're gonna like this one.